Hello everyone, and welcome again to our Ingram Micro AMD vlog series featuring AMD's Radeon Pro series of workstation graphics cards. So this is going to be part 3 of our series. In the last couple of episodes, we covered initially just kind of what Radeon Pro is, why you might want to select Radeon Pro for your customer, and what type of workloads that it fits in. And then in the previous episode, we have Christopher Frank, a field applications engineer for AMD, join us to go over the full AMD Radeon portfolio, let you know what options are available, and give some insight into the specifications of each of those cards that are available. This time I want to help you out with selecting which card is going to be the best for your customer in any given situation. AMD has a great tool that they make available publicly on their website called the AMD Radeon Pro Workstation Selector tool that will assist you with picking a card based on the application that your customer is using. Today's episode is going to focus on how you find and how you use that program to help find the right solution for your customer. So I'm going to show that on screen right now. It's a fantastic tool when you're trying to figure out exactly what graphics card you would need for your customer's use case. So obviously there's quite a few different options. Chris touched on a bunch of them in the previous episode. There's a couple more mobile workstation options that he didn't even get to in that episode. So there's a lot of options to choose from. How do you know which one is going to work for your customer? AMD makes that really easy by use of this tool. So all you need to do to find it, you can bookmark it. That's what I do. Once I found it the first time, I thought it was fantastic. I immediately added it to my bookmarks. Or if you don't, to find it initially, you can either go to amd.com/en/graphics/pro-GPU-selector. That's a mouthful. So really at the end of the day, all you really need to do to find this thing is just go to Google or whatever your search engine of choice is. Just do a quick search for AMD Radeon Pro Selector, and it'll be the first option that you get. From there, you can navigate to the website, bookmark it, and you don't have to worry about finding it again in the future. So when you go there, this screen is what you're going to see, ready to find the right AMD Radeon Pro workstation graphics solutions that match your needs. And you have 2 little drop-down boxes here that make it really simple to figure out what you need. So there's one for industry and one for application. That's all you need to find out from your end user. I would assume in most cases you're probably already going to know what industry they work in. You just need to find out what application that they're using for their workloads. So just to give an example here, let's say you've got a customer who's in media and entertainment. Maybe they're doing post-production and they're using DaVinci Resolve to do their post-production for the videos that they create. You just select those 2 options, media and entertainment, DaVinci Resolve. You get a bunch of options here from AMD. So we've got a minimum requirement. So this is the minimum card that you're going to want to purchase for that use case, is going to be a AMD Radeon Pro W6600 card. And then you've got their recommended option, which is going to be one step up from that, the AMD Radeon Pro W6800 professional graphics card. So in most cases, you'll probably want to lead with the recommended one. That is going to get your customer the best performance, making sure that they're getting all of the performance they possibly can out of their Radeon card. And in the event that ends up being a little bit too high for their budget, you can always fall back to the minimum and let them know, well, this card will work as well. The performance might not be as good as you're going to get out of the 6800, but it'll work just fine for your use case. Another thing I like about this tool is it will also tell you right off the bat whether it supports multiple GPUs. So some applications will support it, some applications won't. As soon as you put in the application here, it's going to tell you right off the bat, yes, DaVinci Resolve will support multiple GPUs. So if the customer has the room in the budget to put more than one of these cards in their system, they know that they can squeeze out that extra performance and that their application will support the use of multiple GPUs. Now, if we scroll a little further down, you'll notice we also get mobile recommendations. So maybe your particular end user that you're buying this for is a project lead. They need to be able to move around the office. They can't be tied to their desk. They want to be able to take this software with them as they move from team member to team member to discuss different scenes or whatever the solution may be. They need a mobile solution. They need a laptop. You've also got mobile Radeon Pro options available here. So again, you've got both a minimum, the AMD Radeon Pro W6500M, or the recommended option, the Radeon Pro W6600M graphics card. And then we can get some additional information as well if we click in further. So underneath each of these options, we've got a Learn More button. Let's go with the recommended option here. So you click that button and that takes you directly to the product page for whichever card AMD is recommending. So in this case, AMD Radeon Pro W6800. You can scroll through here. You've got card highlights. You've got some extras. It'll tell you where you can purchase it. Obviously, you can get it from us here at Ingram. Different technologies. You've also got full specifications down here at the bottom. So if we scroll down a little bit, there we go. You've got your full specifications here, so if any technical questions come up, you can always check down here, let the customer know. Maybe they need to know how much power it's going to pull so that they can calculate what type of power supply they need for their system. Here's your max power draw. It'll tell you how much video memory is on the card, what type of GPU architecture it's using. In this case, AMD RDNA 2 is going to be the case for all the W6000 series. What operating systems are supported under this card, and pretty much any information you could ask for. The dimensions of the card, so it'll physically fit in the customer's system, and additional information here on API support, so DirectX, OpenGL, OpenCL, additional features of the card, including AMD software suites that are supported. So it supports AMD Radeon or AMD Remote Workstation. It is a VR-ready creator solution, supports iFinity technology, etc. So again, lots of great information that you can get here on the card, and then you can just back up. You need to look at a different solution. Takes you right back to the page you were just on. Maybe they want to look at the W6600 instead. Again, click Learn More, scroll through, and it's got all of that information here right at your fingertips. So again, fantastic tool, easy to use, really simple to find and to go through the application to find out what's going to work best for your customer and be able to really on the spot provide an option to them that is going to work and is specifically recommended by AMD for that exact use case. I use it all the time in my day-to-day, and definitely something that you can hopefully integrate into your day-to-day workflow as well. So that is all we had for this one. Short episode in comparison to the previous ones, but again, the tool is just that simple. It just works. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. You plug in the required information and it'll tell you exactly what you need to know and allow you to present that option to your customer and show them, again, through the deep dive into the product pages, exactly what that card offers for their solution. So that'll be the end of this particular episode of the vlog. Just a note, I know we had mentioned previously that this was going to be a 4-part vlog. We covered so much in the first 2 episodes that we don't really need a 4th episode at this point. So this will be the final episode. I thank everyone for joining me for these vlogs, taking the time out of your day to watch them. Hopefully you got some useful information out of them. If any further questions come up about AMD Radeon Pro or any other product in the AMD portfolio that weren't addressed here, you can always feel free to reach out to our Solution Design Services team at Ingram Micro, or reach out to me directly, Jason Minchen, the Technical Account Manager, and we will be happy to assist. So again, make sure to leave a like, comment if you have any comments, and subscribe so you can be kept up to date on any future releases for other vlogs, either from AMD or from another partner. Again, I thank you for your time, and you have a great rest of your day.